My name is Faisal. I was born and brought up in Sri Lanka, then moved to England in 2001. Alhamdulillah, we have 7 kids now. We thought that we would homeschool our children. The homeschooling journey began. We looked into various ways of bringing up kids, and the journey continued like that until in 2014, when I was invited by a group of friends to go on a camping trip. That was my first outdoor experience. My first experience of the great outdoors was when I was basically 40 years old. When I came back home, that was an aha moment for me. Just realized throughout my life until that point how much I have been missing. Then I thought, this is something that I should get my family involved in. And then said, okay, let's go camping. Friends saw us going on camping and asked, what you're doing, because generally camping and outdoors is not really part of the culture. He said, okay, why don't you join us? So it was one family joining us and another family joining us and another family joining us. It occurred to me that the Muslim community is the least to go out into the nature, to go out into the outdoors. Why don't I set up something for the whole community? Where they could come from different parts of the UK, enjoy the company of each other, push boundaries, expand their horizons, do activities that they have never done before in their lives that would help them in their physical health, in their mental health, in their community, their relationship, their parenting, every aspect of their life, even their family life, their marriage life. I thought that this would be a way for people to get out of the city life.
We just finished Gil Sandling there. It was absolutely amazing. Definitely pushed us past our boundaries. We had some laughs and we made some more good ones. First time doing it. It was scary, but it was fun at the same time.
People are very stuck in city living, and people are suffering from mental health issues, physical health issues, diabetes, from heart disease, from cancer, and so many problems, and then mental health issues, depression, anxiety, bipolar. So I thought that this would be a way for people to get out of the city life, because as we also know from our religion, Islam, nature is therapeutic. Nature heals, nature enhances our mental health, nature enhances our physical health. This is when I decided that I would start Muslim Family Adventures.
I didn't expect that sense of community, really. I mean, it's amazing how people really got on with each other really well, and not just food that is shared, but you have mums looking after kids as well to give a break to other mums. There's a real sense of community, which I wasn't expecting. I thought it'd be everybody would still be in their shells, but everyone is coming out of it, and there's a great sense of community. And the kids as well. I mean, that kids, they don't even need introduction, they just play with each other. There's a religious twist as well, the whole purpose of this, I think this is how Brother Faisal is telling us, is that it's to get closer to Allah as well. Contemplate and we ponder on Allah's beauty. Usually this thing passes us by and we just don't notice. And I really feel conscious of this as well, my wife as well. We've done other holidays and usually think about relaxing, and but this one, there's a personal investment as well.
It's been so nice, like cooking with Muslims, and we can play our like evening askars and not having to think about praying salah, like just praying it wherever we are. It's inspired me to be better, and that's the biggest thing I'll take away from this is pray salah wherever I am.
Well, it's a very nice family activity. We learned a lot of skills, including cooking, self-managing voice, and then the physical activity of a hike was very good. Although it's a bit tough and challenging, but you learn patience and resilience. And finally, we have reached on the cliff, having a chit-chat with my boys and company of other friends, and we feel it is worth doing. It's a beautiful activity, and I would recommend as a family.
So we've been hiking in Blencathara. It's been a bit cold on top, but we had some sun, and it's been really nice. We had a flyby by some RAF jets, and we were higher than the jets, so the jets were like below us in the valley. That was really cool, and we could see their vapor trails. Be away from the screens and be away from home, and to see Allah's creation and to really, take it all in. It's really, really pretty up here.
Our experience with MFA has been really positive. We've been really been welcoming. Everyone is really welcoming. It's all a big family, and there's a lot of things going around for all abilities. Children found really positive. It's a really good experience for them to be closer to nature. I would really like them to go on trips like these as opposed to sort of sitting at home and on the devices and PlayStations and stuff like that. So this has really been very positive.
So we at Muslim Family Adventures organize adventures throughout the year. So we have about 12 to 15 adventures per year. Each adventure is like 5 days in duration. We have them in different national parks of the UK. This particular adventure is called the Lake District Blencathara Adventure. So we are at the Field Studies Centre Blencathara. This Field Studies Centre is 1/3 up the mountain called Blencathara. The mountain Blencathara itself is 865 meters high, and it is one of the Wainwright Hills or the mountains. We are 1/3 up this mountain, and the surroundings is so beautiful and serene. If families just go by themselves, they never think of doing these things. They just go like tourists, go and look at places, have some ice cream, eat something, then drive to the next place, look at that place, and then go back to the hotel where they stay. But when we are on adventure, I always say that we are not tourists, but we are adventurers. We explore, we discover, we do things. A fundamental part of Muslim Family Adventures that we are there to explore and to discover and to do things. We actually do things, we do activities. Families, when they come, they push their boundaries. The things that they wouldn't do if they are by themselves, they tend to do because we do it as a group, and that encourages everybody to do things that they never done before. And at the end, they basically discover themselves. It grows them in confidence, it grows them in their resilience, it grows them in their appreciation of the nature, it grows them in the appreciation of themselves. They discover how strong they are, they discover what they can do, they discover how resilient they are. So when they go back home, they are a different person.
Today I climbed Mount Blencathara, and it was an exhilarating experience. To be honest, I didn't expect to go right to the top. I just came with the expectation I'll do as much as I can. I'll just try and not push my comfort zone out. And then, there were people along the way who just said, no, we'll enjoy the scenery. Auntie, come along, we'll support you. There was 5 of us basically at the end who took our time, lots of breaks. And then we kept sort of, seeing other people going to the top and coming back so exhilarated. And we thought, might as well do it a bit more. And like Faisal Bhai said, 10 minutes more, 10 minutes more. And it worked, When we were like halfway up, I almost turned back. My knees were giving way. And I do suffer with arthritis in my back and my knees. So I never expected to finish it all. It's still unbelievable to me. And when I told my family, especially my children, the older ones, they were like so proud of me. The community feel of it. In fact, I wrote back to my family the very next day. I said, it's amazing how all these strangers have come together and for one purpose, the congregational prayers, alhamdulillah, and the people helping each other, taking on voluntary jobs, cleaning the kitchen, and the whole community feel of sharing and giving has been amazing.
We established a philosophy behind Muslim Family Adventures, and the philosophy is called the Power of Fancham, which stands for faith, adventure, nature, community, health, education, and the mind. The synergy of these 7 aspects coming together is phenomenal. We've seen transformations of families who have come. The mindset changes from thinking about superficial things to thinking about deep things, because we incorporate faith and nature, and faith and nature brings depth, and that depth makes people think in a different way.
So we did girl scrabbling, which is going through freezing cold water in bodysuit and going down like slides and jumps. I'm not a swimmer. When I go on holiday to Turkey, I never go in the water. So it just like took me out my boundaries on every single level. But alhamdulillah, when I did it, I felt an energy like that I've never felt before, and I felt like I can do more, and I want to do more and like have fun. I think people always say that when you become Muslim, you can't have fun, but this holiday has shown me that you can. There's so many halal ways that you can still have fun. Highlight for me is my daughter seeing everyone praying in the park. Just like seeing the confidence of other Muslims, because me as a Muslim, when I put the hijab on, I shied away from the world and I shied away from the school mums, and I became insecure. And she's seen here little girls put hijabs on, pray in the park in front of non-Muslims, and just have the most beautiful confidence. And I think it is so beautiful. Alhamdulillah.
We are brave. We are kind. We are adventurous. We are empowered. We are patient.
We are ambitious.
We are resilient.
We are competent.
We are amazing.
We are kind.
We are a loving community.
We are family.
We are Muslim Family Adventures.